Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. This week, do you see what's in the future? And do you see that for famous people? Well, you may be a celebrity psychic.
Hollywood is known for loving the supernatural, but some claim that this supernatural is anything but fake. It's true. We're talking to psychics.
We sat down with 4 of Hollywood's premier psychics, mediums, and members of an elite club who step into the other side to tell humans like us exactly what to expect.
So take your palms out and listen in.
How was the traffic for everyone? For me, it was difficult.
I knew it was going to be an issue, so I planned ahead.
I have a driver.
The traffic for me was fantastic. I love traffic. It's something about the city that makes me feel alive.
Oh, yeah, so... what part of the city are you guys in?
I am in North Hollywood. I am in an apartment, a gorgeous apartment in North Hollywood. And we are here in, where are we, Mid-City?
Yeah.
So it was, you can just imagine how that was for me.
After a crazy string of events, I moved to Venice, California. I found new sights, new love, and new experiences in a way I never seen before. And I've been there for 15 years.
Cool, dude. I live above the Hotel Cafe in Hollywood.
On Cahuenga.
On Cahuenga.
Cool.
Whoa. How'd you know that? Just kidding.
Myself, well, that's a question for another time. That time being now. I found myself in the middle of an apartment in Silver Lake.
So let's get this out of the way, right? A lot of us have been dealing with skepticism in our industry.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After a crazy series of events, I've been not believed on many, many accounts. And I'm really frustrated by it.
Yeah. And I also feel like the assumption is that we already know each other or have already heard of each other through the ether, through the community, or through a third eye. And maybe we should explain who we are now.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry I jumped right over the introductions because I already know your souls.
Of course.
And I know your spirits.
I thought so.
And
yes.
it's that moment that I
Yeah.
have that I don't know if you guys have experienced that where you look
Totally.
around and you're like, oh, the ghosts are talking, but the people in the room realize that, you know, I've been silent for 2 hours. You know?
100%,
So it's that,
okay.
you know, the spirits in the room already told me who each of you are, and that's why I moved on. But
Yeah.
let's talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it. I love talking, especially to other people. I'll start.
Well, it did. Yes, it seemed like you were starting.
My name is Montgomery Snake. I am a psychic to the stars. Yes, I see a lot of celebrities come through my office, but it's not only celebrities. I get the layman, too. I get all kinds of characters walking through my Silver Lake doors. They all come to see Montgomery Snake.
How long have you been practicing?
20 years.
And how do you read?
I read in many different ways. Mostly energy, mostly talking, mostly cards.
Tara?
Darrow is my name. Don't wear it out.
I thought it was Montgomery Snake.
Montgomery Snake is my name, but my trade name is what I use to... Yes, so what I was trying to say was I read people with tarot cards, but my own snake deck.
I am remembering now, in Fortune Tellers Monthly, you gave that interview. They profiled you. You do your psychic readings almost as a one man show.
One woman, one man show, yeah, depending
One woman, one man show, depending
on the person I'm reading. Yes.
Yes. Well, okay, normally it's the gender of the performer dictates the one woman or the one man.
It's the gender of the person I'm reading. It's a pretty magical event. I can kind of plug into it and give it a start, middle, and end. Really kind of explain what this person's going through and what to look forward to in the future.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And the pyrotechnics, has that been an issue?
It's been an absolute issue, but we're over it. I got sued by the city of Silver Lake for lighting off pyrotechnics in my apartment.
You know what I'll say? They've gotten so cocky since they incorporated, by the way. As a city.
Exactly. I've been saying this on every blog I can get my little fingers on.
I wish it was just part of LA still, but Silver Lake's now its own thing.
It's awful. Awful. It's completely changed the face of the whole place.
Yeah.
It used to be filled with life and in danger, and now it's filled with people with small, colorful dogs. They're dying their dogs.
I haven't seen that yet. Well, maybe it's coming. Maybe you've seen that in the future.
Wait.
That's the sound.
It's coming.
Okay. Greetings. My name is Don Bones, and after a crazy series of events, when I was a young man, I began to see spirits and people beyond the grave. Ever since then, I have been living a life between worlds. I see them all the time. I experience the world through their eyes. Sometimes they pull me in, and I wake up and I'm in 14th century England. Sometimes I'm in
Holy shit.
the future. I see the ghosts of the future because they've developed time travel for ghosts in 80 years, and I see them all the time. And other than that, I run a really funny t-shirt shop, and but I mostly focus in spiritual readings for celebrities.
What kind of celebrities, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. I don't mind you asking at all. It's something I love to talk about. I mostly deal with athletes, surfers, ex-gamers, skateboarders, people that are really superstitious and they need some help. And I go in a lot, and they're always like, hey, I feel like there's a ghost standing in front of my fastball. And I help pitchers.
Is that a common problem with pitchers or batters?
So yeah, I would say that baseball players are as skittish as horses on a rainy night. They are frightening, and they always go, I won't throw the ball, there's a ghost there, and I have to go in, and you'll see sometimes they dress me up as a coach or something like that. I'm the personal medium of the psychic of the Dodgers. So
is this why baseball games take so long?
Yeah.
Because they're constantly telling them there's no ghosts?
Yeah, it's mostly me clearing the ghost out. And
Are you at every game?
I'm at every single game and away games. They fly me out.
It's a huge stadium. There must be ghosts crawling all over the place.
Well, here's the truth, and this is unfortunate. I do see ghosts. I see spirits everywhere.
What's unfortunate about that?
Well, what's unfortunate is that whenever a pitcher's seeing a ghost, they're usually not seeing one. I don't know what's going on with them, but it's more of a mental block. It's better for me to be there to help them. I do see spirits, but mostly when Ichiro Suzuki says there's a ghost standing between me and the baseball, and me and the batter, I have to go and kind of move some stuff around, but nothing is there.
I hear he's always seeing ghosts.
Ichiro is constantly seeing ghosts. He, I think, has retired in the past 10 years.
Yes, but he's still seeing them, huh?
Quite a while, and not in L.A.
awesome.
for years. I don't think
And
he
I
ever
do
played in
believe he
L.A.
was a shortstop. Hi, my name is Eleanor Rigby. I am a celebrity psychic. I see ghosts every fucking where I go. I have been seeing ghosts for as long as I can remember. They don't leave me the fuck alone. And I think it's because of how many, the sheer amount, and they're always tugging at my sleeve, going, hello, won't somebody hear me? They are everywhere. I have to swat them away like flies. And so a lot of celebrities come to me because they are excited by my no bullshit approach. Some of them come to me with delusions of, I want to talk to my mother, and I'll tell you point blank, she's not here. I'm not going to take your money if I don't see it, right? I'm not going to say, oh, yes, I think I see a silver bicycle. No. She's either here or she's not. And I would know if she's here because she's trying to play pranks on me and ruin my life.
Eleanor, not a lot of psychics would own up to that because a lot of psychics would, I don't know, try to see what they can to get your money.
I mean, a lot of the psychics want to tell the future, not talk to the dead mom, but I love this approach. I love it.
Well, we can disagree all we want. I'm just a very tired old woman, and I don't want anything to come in the way of me and my shows at the end of the day. Yes. I would like to watch Wheel of Fortune every day on the dot at 7, and I would like enough money to maintain my TV remote to continue doing that. And that's
simple
me,
things.
Of course.
Wow.
That's awesome. Hey guys, I am Bethany Longer, and I'm from Huntington Beach, California. I have been working in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, for the last 5 years or so. I started reading tea bags, people's tea bags, and now I've completely full-time. I will tell your future with your latte art. You make a latte, and I can tell you what your future looks like.
Oh, you have that residency at Earth Cafe,
yeah,
right?
I do. But now, I mean, I've started. I think I was invited here today because in the last year, I've started a private practice where I go to higher clientele houses. Some of my clients include Blake Lively, Snooki.
Huge
Higher
celebrities.
clientele.
So I used to just work exclusively at Earth.
Yeah.
And now I've started to do home calls to some higher clientele.
Can you
The
talk
situation.
to me about? Sorry, keep going.
No worries. I was just listing some of my celebrity accolades because I do feel. I mean, I'm younger, but I will say I feel like I am at a table of great legends in our industry.
No. What I will say is what you're doing. Not making the lattes yourself and showing them the art, making them make the latte.
That's how it works.
And
Yeah.
then show them the future. That's revolutionary.
And I would imagine a lot of these celebrities do not have barista training, so they're
So I can see
so
a
the
pretty
art
clear
is
image.
really
Yeah,
up to interpretation.
Yeah, I could see something pretty clear based off of their barista history.
Yeah.
But it all started with tea bags, which is something my grandmother used to do.
And that's my question about it,
Yeah.
because usually you read tea leaves, not tea bags.
Whoops.
The tea is all in the bag.
Yeah,
How do you read a tea bag?
Well, my grandmother's grandmother did tea leaves. Then my grandma started doing other tea stuff. And then I did tea bags just because I think just being a millennial makes me want to just try other things. But I also do believe that like there is something familial about what we do. It's a long line of, I was asked to do this by my ancestors is what I believe. And it's what the coffee beans tell me. So I just started looking into other ways to like, to be able to see things. So I went from the tea leaf to the tea bags, and then the tea bags went quickly to just, I tried water and I wasn't getting anything. So then I went with stickier consistency things, and that's when the latte art really, it was the big thing I went viral for.
I love it. I love it. Young blood. How
Thank you so
exciting.
much. No, I'm very grateful to be here.
That's
Awesome.
great. That's really, really cool.
Do you guys believe that this comes in your family, or do you believe you are one of a million?
Yes. It was passed down to me. I mean, many call it a gift. I would consider it more of a curse. Passed down to me throughout all the women in my family, going back to the late 1300s, have possessed a sort of gift.
You can trace it all the way back to the 1300s.
Yes, actually, this gets me very excited. My aunt worked for 23andMe.
I was just going to ask if it was one of those sites.
If I'm being quite honest, I don't even need to check your aura or see it in the cards. I could know from that blouse that you're very into Ancestry.com.
Well, ouch.
Sorry to roast you. I call it like I see it because there's so much life we need to mention before we die.
Of course, yes, and
Yes, that blouse has
very-
definitely been worn before.
Very brave of you.
Yeah.
Yes,
I thought I was just the young one in the room, but it is an awful blouse.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
I can
am-
just really see it in front of a desktop computer.
Yes, I picked it out myself at the Kmart, and I enjoy it, and it made me feel pretty, or at least it did until now.
I feel like I'm looking through the bin at the thrift store that's like the $1 bin in like a weird treasure chest outside.
I feel like I'm at Jet Rag on a Sunday and there's just those piles of clothes in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
and they're
Don't
okay
put
with you
jet
stealing
rag
those?
on me. Don't put jet rag on me. Those hipsters are throwing themselves on their clothes. It's embarrassing. It's
No, those-
embarrassing
no,
the way they
don't say
hold the
that.
clothes with their bodies and they
No.
try and shuffle it to the side.
Jet Rag's
Are
full
we
of good
not
people.
adults?
I love Jet Rag.
I love
Their
Jet
leather
Rag.
section is amazing.
So yes, it was passed down to me through my family, and a lot of. It was not only the gift or the curse was passed down, but the celebrity part was passed down too. In the 1300s, my great grandmother probably.
Got to be more than that.
I want to say
I know
two
you're
or
old
three
as shit,
grades.
but
I
gotta
want to
be more
say
than
2 or
that.
3 grades.
Got to be more than that.
She was a seer and an oracle for the king. And since then, we have just sort of celebrities
king?
just,
I mean, like what
Charles
region? Oh, okay.
of
England?
but one of the old ones.
Copy.
And so celebrities just sort of flock to us. I believe we have some sort of pheromone where they can tell that there's regency involved. There is a line of royalty and of status involved. Bradley Cooper has been tugging at my sleeve for years. He
That
spotted
ugly
me.
sleeve.
I'm
We can
going
let it
to
go.
freak out. I'm going
Sorry,
to
I
freak out.
We're not trying to do
No,
that.
I'm so sorry. I rarely
Okay.
have fun, and that was fun for me. So.
I get it.
Well, I'm glad that was fun.
Have you
for
given Bradley Cooper a fortune?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Did you?
Did
tell-
you? Can you talk? Yeah. Did you tell him anything
Well,
about
yes,
Maestro
there
or A
is
Star Is Born?
technically. I mean, oh, sorry, but what did you say?
Did you tell him anything about Maestro or A Star Is Born or anything?
Yes, I told him that bad things were going to happen if he did it. Bad things were going to happen
And he
if
went
he
through
did
with it anyway.
And he went through with it anyway.
Those were both huge things for his career that have only helped him. What are the?
Yeah, I think he was nominated
It's
for
a-
Oscars for both.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing, it's coming down the road. And both times he asked me, he said, you know, I have this vision of another take on A Star Is Born and Lady Gaga. I really, really want to do it. And I saw nothing but awful, awful things unfolding in the timeline. Sometime around 2030, I saw The Ghosts That Were to Be. And there were way too many for the count. Didn't make sense.
Oh, like disaster because of
Yes,
this movie.
this
Ooh.
movie.
I hate when celebrities play with fire like that.
And it's unfortunate. You know, I sort of gave him a choice. Are you willing to accept the downfall for the accolades? And he, I guess, went with the accolades. And he came back, did the same thing with Maestro. I saw the world on fire. And he continued on. He soldiered on. But I'm very happy for him.
That's incredible.
She was gonna fall though.
Have you
Who's
guys
gonna
read
fall?
anybody else
Who's
that we
gonna
can?
fall?
Let's spill here. Who have you
Yeah,
read?
yeah. I mean,
Ooh,
I know I
yes.
mentioned mostly my my medium work, but I do a lot of psychic work for some athletes, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are always curious about if they're going to win or not, or And to answer your first question, have I always had this? I've been born
Yeah.
with this.
Yes.
No. After a crazy incident,
Can you go into it?
I can't. After an incident that would scare all of you to the bone. After an incident that would turn your skin inside out. After
So are we talking car crash or what
I'm
have you?
talking a moment where I saw something and thought the life that I lived was a lie.
You don't think we
Oh,
could take it?
You caught your dad cheating.
No.
You caught your dad
You
kissing?
got your dad
You- you-
cheating.
you
didn't
caught your dad
No,
cheating.
hold
You
on.
caught
Caught
your
your
dad
dad
cheating.
cheating.
What do you guys know about my papa?
Yeah, well, it's
just
Hold
gave
on
it-
a minute.
the way that you
say
said
No,
it.
look.
Your dad fucking
when you
someone
when
else
You, when
is
you
not
hang out
gonna
with
tur-
psychics, you don't take anything with a grain of salt. You take it all personally because they know something you don't. That's what I've learned. What do you guys know about my papa? My papa's very loyal to my mama. My papa's very loyal to my mama.
Well, I
you
got
call your
news for
mom?
you.
My mom. My papa's very loyal to my
Bro.
mom. What's
Your
going on?
papa's here and he's bragging about his conquests.
Oh,
So in
That
that,
sucks
My
that your
papa?
papa.
My papa's
your papa.
alive. My papa's alive.
Oh, then who
he?
the hell is that?
there's a ghost there claiming to be your dad.
No.
Have you guys
hold
ever
on.
asked that
Have you ever
question?
taken a paternity test? Because who is this?
Have you guys ever asked that question? Who the hell is that?
Where,
I-
if there's
all
a
the time.
the man in the very tall soda drinking hat, please step forward.
Soda drinking hat?
Yes,
You're seeing a
soda
man with a
drinking
soda.
What do you mean
I
a
wish I could see
soda
ghosts.
drinking?
I wish I could see ghosts.
All I'm looking
hat.
at
It's
is
a soda
fucking
drinking
foam.
hat. It's those two. It's those two
Oh, it's,
sort of.
it's a hat with two beer cans on the side?
Yes, except they're soda. He appears to be sober. Man, gentlemen,
Oh,
step
I'm feeling
forward.
him. He's coming inside.
Hi.
Who are you, man?
Hey, what's up?
Who are you, spirit?
Oh, whoa, hey. Whoa.
You're impersonating my father, and I cannot have that.
Oh, I
Spirit,
don't-
who are you?
What do you say? I was saying Oh, Sonny.
Spirit, who are you?
Oh, I'm just trying to explain right now. If you give me a second to explain, I can.
Now.
Oh, try to explain, man. Stop.
Explain.
Respectively, he came to visit her, so the woman in the ugly blouse should talk to him.
No.
He did,
He's-
well, I don't know who that is because
came
my
to-
blouse rocks. Go ahead.
He came to visit you, but you're claiming to be my father?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Explain yourself. You thought it'd be fun?
Well, I don't know if it's the right time to tell you, so I think I should maybe get out of here. You seem pretty aggressive.
One last question, Spirit. What's in those cans?
These sody cans up here.
Be gone.
That was so fucking uneventful.
Wow, you really channeled him.
I didn't want to. That just came over me. That was crazy.
Is that a typical part of your practice, or is this brand new?
This is kind of typical.
Can I ask, did that turn you on? Because sometimes the way you react to it acts like you're like really turned on.
I mean, if anybody's if a spirit's entering you at any time, it's not giving you a raging.
A raging?
A raging?
No. When someone hands me a cup of foam, I don't get a raging.
You know, a raging.
A rage. You're abbreviating it.
A raging.
You know, a raging.
Anyways, yeah, so I do have to tell a lot of athletes whether or not they're going to win their awards. I try to tell them it's worth more than that. You know, there's more in life to worry about.
So you're really not giving them much psychic advice.
I try to. I for me, the information we receive is beyond just what they need to know because it's kind of inevitable. So we need to help them deal with what's happening in the future, whether or not it's going to happen to them. You know what I mean? So I think in a little bit of a way, we're psychologists. And that's also what goes into some of my funny T-shirts as well.
What? Can you give me a line from the funny T-shirts?
Yeah.
Maybe I've seen them.
Yeah, you probably have seen them. There's a shirt that I have that has one of those scroll bars, those buffering bars, and it says sarcastic comment loading.
That's good.
That's a shirt that I sell on the boardwalk.
It's almost as awful as her blouse.
I
Okay,
need
you gotta let it go.
to cut it. I need you to cut it.
I have another shirt that says 2 truths and a lie. You suck, I suck, we should fuck.
How does that work?
Now
How
that
does that
is a
work?
big departure from the sarcastic comment loading.
Well, I'm trying to go the whole spectrum of people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're trying to get everybody. But you brought up something earlier that I do want to highlight, which is how much information do you give the celebrities? Because we sort of have a conundrum on our hands, right?
Yeah.
We can't give them all the information in one session or else they stop buying the session. So in
That's
a
a
way,
businesswoman.
do you have to sort of parcel out the information in a stay tuned? Like,
For me, what the cards say, the card goes. So sometimes I'll lose a client right after one saying because I'll tell them too much. But it's not in my control. It's with the cards.
What do you do? Do you do a Celtic cross? Do you do 3? What do you do?
I do it all, baby. Whatever the snake cards say, it's usually a big S. So you start with pre-life and end with post-life.
You're so into it.
Ah, thank you.
so who is the biggest celebrity you've read?
Ooh, do you guys know Bobby Malone? Huge. Huge. He's huge, and I read him hard.
Who's Bobby Malone?
You guys don't know Bobby Malone?
I don't know Bobby Malone.
Bobby Moynihan?
No, not Bobby Moynihan. Oh, if I could get Bobby Moynihan, that'd be amazing.
Bobby Moynihan would be a get for
Oh,
you?
man, what a get. Bobby Moynihan would
Who's
be.
the craziest person you've read?
The craziest person in
Or
terms
like the
of
biggest celebrity, yeah.
biggest celebrity I've ever read. Just well, that's an easy question. It would have to be Kevin Dart.
Now, who's Kevin Dart?
Kevin Dart. You guys don't know Kevin Dart?
Not Kevin Hart?
No, God, Kevin Hart would be amazing to get. It would be amazing to get Kevin Hart. Oh, my God, no, Kevin Dart.
Why is Kevin Dart so crazy?
He owns the soap shop, and I get free soap.
Which
That's why it's
one?
crazy?
It's
Which
crazy.
soap shop?
Lush?
Lush. He owns Lush.
That's pretty big, I guess.
That is
I
actually
guess that's
a pretty
huge.
big
It's a huge
yeah,
store.
yeah, of course.
And his reading was insane. We're talking 7 of snakes, king of snakes, 12 of snakes, dead man snake.
Okay, your tarot card is very different than what mine looks like.
Yeah.
Did you draw your own?
I drew my own. It's my special deck of snakes.
Oh, that's even creepier, dude.
Oh, is it creepy? Do I freak you out much?
No,
I'm
I
not
just-
trying to scare you. This is just the future we're talking about. What? Are you guys freaked out a little?
No.
No.
Are you guys
no.
oogling and boogling?
Man,
No.
we do what you do.
We do what
We
you
do what you do. This is
We
all.
do some creepy
It's the
shit.
future. Are you afraid of knowing what's coming?
Dude, a spirit just came into your body and left, and we haven't even.
And we didn't
readdressed
flinch.
it.
We
If
didn't
anything, I got
even-
bored when it came.
My
Am
heart
I-
rate, my pacemaker has not beeped a single bob.
It's okay if I freak you out. It happens a lot.
You're a psychic that doesn't hang out with a lot of other psychics. I can tell.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
do.
can
You're
tell.
used to being the special one in the room.
But it's
That's
nice.
how you-
It's probably nice to hang out with people who aren't psychics. I feel like we're like all those inside psychic jokes we probably make.
No, we
Well,
have
it's
tons.
too. Yeah, if you can see it, you can already saw it. I don't know how many times I've heard
Yep.
that at a party.
Never heard that.
Or-
That's genius. Where did you come up with that? That's genius.
Yeah. Or how many psychics does it take to change a light bulb? That's a Raven.
That's what you're saying at parties.
Exactly. This is what-
Intelligent.
This is what we're saying
Anti-joke?
at parties.
That's what millennials
We're
do.
a weird bunch. We're a weird bunch.
We're a
I
weird
would
bunch.
say.
God.
Psychics
I would gotta say, psychic parties can we just admit it? They're awful. They're awful.
Well, here's what I can't. First of all, I know what's going to happen at the parties, so I can decide whether or not I go.
100%.
And usually I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. Why did I come? Like, and it's truly like every time I can see it on the wall. I can't handle it because now every party I go to, and I know it's going to come a mile away, somebody wants to do what that TikTok trend of we're psychics. We blank, blank, blank. And
that's the worst thing.
And you know what's worse? You know what's so worse?
Worst thing to happen to psychics. That has ruined my life.
We knew the trend was popular before the trend started, so we've been doing it. So I want to say maybe for 2 years.
After a terrifying experience, I knew that the trend was going to be popular.
What was the terrifying experience?
I won't tell you.
What was it about?
You wouldn't be able to know.
I think
was it a bumpy plane ride?
Your eyelids would move town.
It was a bumpy plane ride.
Yeah.
Would move, like, leave town?
Yeah, your eyelids would leave town if I told you.
That would be freaky to see some eyelids on a train.
Wait, I want to answer. Yeah, Eleanor Rigby asked a great question that I want to hear from you.
Yeah.
How do you keep customers coming back? Because you're a latte girl. What if they don't make a good latte? And they're paying to make the latte and then drink the latte. How do you keep customers?
So that's at Earth, right? So, like, at Earth, I have different practices, right? And at Earth, they get their latte made for them by a barista, and they could bring the latte into the hut outside next to the DJ booth at Earth. I'm there if they want it read, and I just look at it, feel their presence, and I read it.
What are you looking for? Are there certain signs and wisps of?
Yeah, there's different stuff. Like right there, you just said that you like to, before. I think we all do this before we go to an event. We like to see, is that event going to be good before I even go.
Yeah.
If I get an invitation for like a wedding, I'll make a cordadito, and then I'll get that invitation, and I'll sprinkle it over the cordadito.
Yeah. Well, so what's a cordadito?
Yeah. Is it a small cortado?
Uh-oh. Cordadito is a cortado for psychics.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
A cordadito is something though.
Wow, the
sometimes
world changes so fast.
It's like a cafe con leche but small. So I'll shake the invitation over it, and then I can tell if the party's going to be good or not. It's really specific. It's hard for me to break down like the visual parts of my practice.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I had Jason Derulo.
Hold on, I'm getting a reading.
Hold on.
There's 300 people in a plane above us right now.
That's insane, dude. Anyway, I went over to Jason Derulo's house. I had him make a latte.
What did you tell him? What came out of the latte?
Yeah, I mean the latte he made was just like it was just lumpy, and the latte he couldn't froth milk to save his life. But I read it, and I told him his next album is going to have at least 4 singles, and that's what he wanted. The record company called me in. Yeah, I do this. Fuck NDAs, you know what I mean? I do this for a member of Taylor Swift's team.
Oh, so you can tell us.
So it's not
Taylor Swift,
Taylor,
but you can't
it's
break
Taylor
the NDA.
Swift. It's got to be Taylor Swift.
No, it's literally like Taylor Swift's publicist's assistant. I read her.
Well, yeah, that's not a very strong NDA for sure. That feels
I guess you're right.
She's very savvy though for having you sign NDAs for her.
No, for sure. She's like young.
What did you tell her?
No, they have me sometimes do it for like singles and albums and scripts. Have you guys ever been given like a script? I bet Bradley brings scripts in.
Oh yeah,
like,
Bradley brings scripts in, and I do read it, and sometimes I do give structure notes as well because I sort of have an eye for it.
that's like a separate thing from being a psychic.
That's like a separate
So you have
thing
to
from being a
layer it
psychic.
in, bake it into the psychic reading, going like, in the third act is weak, I can sense it.
Yes, I usually, because they don't want script notes from me, but I get this urge, and I can't justify not telling them, so I do have to sort of go, oh, I'm getting a rating. The third act is lacking pacing. And if you
pay you extra for that.
Yeah, if you say it in a spooky voice, they'll believe you. They'll believe anything you say.
That's incredible.
And that's something we probably shouldn't
We
advertise.
shouldn't say that. I mean, I said that with Jason Derulo. I looked at this coffee. At some point, I was tired, and I just went, writing solo is going to be a single. And I just picked something off the album.
Oh, that's,
So this
Wow.
was like 10 years ago?
this was.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been doing this for 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. You look so young. You look like you're 19.
I am.
So you've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, I told you this is a familial thing. I'm part of a family line.
So you started this at
okay.
-1?
I am my mother, and my mother is my grandmother.
Oh,
Oh,
rebirth,
yes.
All
rebirth thing.
the
Okay, got
same.
it, got it.
I know
That is what's
exactly
happening.
Say
what
no
you
more.
mean. I know
Okay?
exactly what you mean.
We live in the rivers.
Okay, here's a bit of a psychic talk shop sort of question here, and absolutely no shame either way. Is anybody here lying? Is anybody here making it all up?
I wouldn't say I'm lying, but I definitely am guessing.
And you know, it's okay. It's interesting because I'm not going to sit here and call anybody a fake or a fraud.
No,
because
definitely not.
I have a lot of colleagues who are frauds. I have a lot of colleagues who are fakes and liars.
Those are good
and
guys
cheats.
still too.
And those are good guys. And I respect what they do. It's just a different style.
It's a different
right?
style, and it's a different. They're
true
performers.
to fake. It's just a different style, really.
It's just a different style.
It's
You're
just
either
different.
lying or you're telling the truth.
And the
it's
truth is,
legitimate.
they'll tell you if they're fake, right? It's actually
course.
written on their cards. It says,
Yes.
I'm lying. On the bottom, it's very small, and sometimes in an invisible ink, you need lemon juice to read. But they do have to put it. If they know they're lying, they have to put
It's
it on
just
the
like
card.
No,
Wow.
they do. They do.
And what's interesting is some don't know they're lying at all.
And that's
No.
sad.
And that's sad because
It's
they don't
hard
know how to
they
brand
really,
themselves.
And that's-
really,
they should get
really
their license
believe it.
revoked.
They really
That's
believe
very
they're
sad.
doing
Yeah.
something.
But
Yes.
like what you said is so interesting. It's that I don't think I ever lie, but I do guess in the fact that like sometimes I'll look and I'll see something in the foam that I don't know if I'm really seeing it.
all
Like
the time. The snakes, the snakes are just mischievous. They're things that you don't even can't read a snake. You can't read a snake, really. Snakes
Yeah.
don't speak English. Spirits don't speak English all the time. You gotta guess every once in a while. If you flip the ace of snakes, yeah, I'm gonna take a guess what that means. I'm gonna take
Totally.
a guess what you're looking at and take a guess what it means.
totally.
Of course. Of
Means
course.
right.
And again, it's not an accusation. You're a guesser. You're a guesser.
I'm a psychic guesser.
I think on every I think once a month, I guess. What about you guys?
I would say that when I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, I just use a bunch of words that mean the same thing.
It's kind of like astrology in that sense.
Yes,
I'm
if
just
you-
kinda, I get
yes.
vaguer and vaguer and vaguer, so I just say something seems to be on the way.
Let
a
them
big
fill in the
change will
blanks.
happen in the next year.
Oh,
you know?
change and transition. I see
Yeah.
transition in coffee all the time.
Really?
And I think that's just me saying I see something. I don't know.
What I will
Yes.
say, yeah, I do think that you have to decide if you are going to be a snoop is the question, really, because you can tell the truth, but
You can, of
I
course,
have I
do
have access to
research.
medical records, and I have a lot of access. I don't know. Do you guys have friends in
Where
the
do
medical
you-
field?
Oh, yes.
I have a friend who works at Quest Diagnostics, and I
Those
can
are
you
good
can
guys.
read them their blood work.
I can read them their blood work.
Guys at
Quest
Quest are
Diagnosis.
good guys.
I
The
know
guys
that
at
from my
Quest
grandmother.
Diagnostics
Can we
are
talk about it?
fantastic,
No,
guys. Can we
my
just talk about
grandmother
it for a
had to
second?
bring in a stool sample, and I am my grandmother, right? So they treated her with such kindness and respect.
Yeah. Quest Diagnostics. Have you guys been to their Christmas parties?
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
so kind.
If I'd be lucky, I would.
They're so
They
kind.
read me. I would say that the Quest Diagnostics people, in a way, they kind of do what we do because they look at the blood and they see shit that I don't see.
Yeah, I bow to them. I
I
really
bow to
bow
them.
to
You know,
I
them.
bow
I'm a
to
doctor.
them.
Here's the thing. I don't want
Psychics would be
people-
nothing without
not a
Quest
doctor.
Diagnostics.
We'd be nothing. We'd be nothing. And I want to say, like, I don't want people in the comments just ripping us up, saying that we're like calling other psychics fakes. We're not.
We're not.
If anything, it's just like the way a doctor sees blood work come back or Quest
Exactly.
Diagnostics, and they go, I don't recognize what this is. Let's monitor it and let's come back in a month.
Yeah.
That's us being,
Exactly.
I see a big transition.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's us saying this is the extent of what we know,
Right.
and that's what we have.
And I'm
Exactly.
sensing that somebody listening to this or watching this might not understand what Quest Diagnostics is because they don't live in America. Just to be very clear, it is a blood work company that if you go to the doctor, they send you to another place to get your blood work done or your stool sample or your urine.
Yeah, they'll look at stuff.
Yeah.
it's-
And that's what we do.
And this comes up, quite frequently in the
Yeah,
field.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is a lot of what
Absolutely.
we talk
If you guys
about.
want access to my guy, he's
I would
great.
love.
I only pay $10K a year to get all the info I need. From him.
Wow,
What do you do? Like,
that's less than $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
I would love that. I had
Just
had-
less than that. That's amazing.
I had
Yeah.
Dua Lipa come in. She made a latte. I looked at it. And I did-
Unbelievable. Dua Lipa would be such a get. Oh, man. If Dua Lipa, I could read Dua Lipa with the snakes. It'd be amazing.
I know you're just
What
chomping
did you
at
say
the
to
bit.
Dua? What did I love her song?
Well, I saw on her coffee, no joke. I saw on her coffee that her left knee was just going to give out at some point in a tour. I didn't know what tour.
Wow.
I said you're gonna do a world tour and your left knee. That's all I kept seeing. I kept seeing the foam in a knee, and no joke, I saw this latte foam break a knee.
That's actually interesting that you say that. I saw Dua Lipa's deceased grandfather in a grocery store. He told me the exact same thing.
No.
Wow.
What?
He said, "Left knee, watch out for it." And I'm like, I don't know her. She's not a client. I can't deliver that information. But that's
That's
fantastic.
crazy.
Yeah.
But like it got into my stuff rarely gets medical, but she was asking more questions, then her team was asking questions, and I was just like, I don't have anything else. And if I had a guy,
Oh my God! Well,
anytime-
so
It
much of
starts-
mine is medical, right? Because it's
Yeah.
all athletes
Yeah.
wondering if their bodies are
Yeah.
going to give out.
is
during
all
a
of your
match.
shit, will my ACL
It's
tear again?
almost all of them, and so sometimes I just won't listen to them, and I'll say yes or no because I'm so bored, and they just
That's traumatic.
It's just not considerate of my time.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, they're paying you, yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's like it's like a guy that owns the 3D printer, but all you want to use is fake IDs. You know what I mean? It's like I could make a bowl.
And with a bowl, really the highest form of 3D printing is
Truly,
being
it's like
beat out of your
it's like an ID will get you into a club if you're under 21, but a bowl.
A
You
bowl.
could drink
Come
milk
on,
out
dude.
of it. You could do anything you
Well,
want.
yeah,
with
if you're a
that.
cat, you can lap it up.
That's what I meant.
wouldn't, as a person, drink a.
I was
wouldn't want a cup
referring
for
to
that.
cats. I thought you could understand that.
So I've got a
Oh,
question.
okay.
I've got a question for you
Yes,
guys,
okay,
and I don't
great.
want to freak you out or anything because this
You
one's might be a
probably
little
won't.
messed up.
You
It's
probably
not
won't. There's a
gonna be.
ghost behind you, and he's doing
We
bunny
keep
ears.
telling you,
He's
nothing.
doing bunny ears.
He's doing
Yeah.
bunny ears.
And what's crazy is he's only an arm and half a body, a torso.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
and I don't want to freak you out, but you did get a coffee on your way in here, and I looked at it, and it did say that you're going to get kidney stones in 4 years.
No, Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, tell us
But
your
go
spooky
ahead.
thing.
Go ahead,
Anyway,
go
Tell us
ahead.
your spooky thing.
I was going to ask a spooky little question,
Do
a
it.
query,
Please,
if you
get to
will. If you so dare,
Nope.
please answer the riddle.
Oh, well, we dare. Go ahead.
say
God.
the question or query is.
It's all the fluff before,
Turn
you know
it
what I
off,
mean?
my
It's all,
friend.
and this is actually a great psychic technique. Is the
Yeah.
fluff before.
But it reminds me of like if Disney Channel wrote a psychic.
I can't, Montgomery, I can't believe I'm saying this to a psychic,
Yeah?
but read the room.
oh, I'm
oh,
reading.
that's good.
It's like you're in a weird Disney Channel original
What,
movie.
is my presence making you a little uncomfortable?
No.
Like I might bite?
You're the reason people don't want to come to me. Do you understand that?
I don't, and I never will.
Okay, what is it? Ask the question. Ask the question.
Don't push your tongue back in your mouth.
We don't need a tongue out.
See,
That's-
I hate that
ghost just
stereotype
left
for
the
psychics.
room.
The
A ghost
hissing
just
snakes
left the
take
room.
over.
A ghost
No.
just left. That
Ghost
was
just left the room, and that's your key.
The hissing snakes.
Yogi Berra just left the room, and I love him.
You talk to him?
Sorry,
Yeah, I
you
talked
got
to Yogi all
Yogi
the-
Berra. Oh, what a get!
Oh my God.
I get him from the other side. Do I talk to him or does he shout funny things at me? Why do you think I make T-shirts? He's always like, I got an idea for a shirt.
Oh, that's
You
Oh,
miss
so you're-
100% of the shots you don't take. Whatever
So you're
it
not
is.
writing these.
No, I'm writing them. I don't take his ideas. He just loves that I can make T-shirts.
He's
Go
just
ahead.
bitching.
Have you ever had a psychic reading gone wrong?
Put
That
your
was the
tongue back
spooky
in your
thing?
mouth. That was it?
Is that a spooky thing?
Oh, because of the word wrong is scary.
Or the way you said it?
It was the way I said it and the word wrong. I don't want you guys all up in your heads, all freaked out, thinking of the times you messed up.
No,
You're
I
definitely gonna
understand
kidney
the question.
stones.
I
Did a
understand
psychic
the
reading
question.
ever get too dark?
I will say that something did go wrong for me. I was reading for Jack Black in his early days. I tripped and fell, what didn't see correctly, and then he made Shallow Hal. He said, "Should I make Shallow Hal?" And I said, "Go right ahead. A-OK, green light." But no, it was because my head was still spinning because I fell down the stairs.
Shallow
That's
Hal.
what people
I
don't know.
love that movie.
Yes.
That's what people don't know
No, I
about
did.
celebrity psychics. Celebrity psychics, we're behind a lot of the content people are seeing
Yeah.
or people
Absolutely.
haven't seen.
Yes,
There are
Absolutely.
movies
Yes,
that
of
aren't
course.
greenlit because of us.
I work with one of the actors on Darman. And then all the advice I'm giving him feels stupid.
That's a huge get for you.
It
Absolute-
feels stupid.
huge.
All the advice you're giving feels
Huge get
stupid
for
to
me.
you.
Feels huge. He's so big. I feel like I'm just letting him down
my
with my
God.
advice.
I will say, I was an assistant psychic at the time. I was working for a big psychic, but this psychic was kind of phoning it in, and this was early in the sports days. I convinced Nancy Kerrigan she was going to be fine.
No.
Yeah, that was a bad.
It's a long
Before
time
or
ago,
after?
dude.
I was an assistant, yeah, at the time. But my other guy was. I was kind of.
Were you
weekend-
apprenticing?
I was like weekend at Bernie'sing him. Yeah,
he was dead.
He had recently died, but his ghost was still here, and he was like, "I just don't want to be dead yet." So he was giving me advice, speaking through me and talking to me, and then I would like move my head, whatever.
Yikes.
He was like marionetting his own dead body. It was weird shit. You guys have seen it before. This wasn't the thing that happened to me. But yeah, I was talking to Nancy, and I said, "Oh, you're gonna be fine. You're being a drama queen. Grow up. Don't worry about it. Have fun." Grow up, you're being a drama queen. And she went to the Olympics, she got her kneecap busted up.
Dang.
Dude.
That's so
pretty
unfortunate.
fucked up.
I know. And that was something I carry with me, because that's not cool.
That's of course.
I messed up. I read Jessica Chastain's latte, and I told her
what again?
Molly's Game would get her an Oscar nom.
That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah, and I feel bad.
yikes. Because that's plausible, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty
and
close.
one of those, like,
And she made that coffee, and we were in like her like weird winery room in her apartment in her house. So it was like maybe it was the lighting. Like maybe I misread like what the coffee
You
said.
never know, man. The future is so elusive and strange.
so elusive.
But like it was so clear to me, you guys, that she was going to get nominated for Molly's Game. And like why did I mess that up? I don't know.
No, it's okay.
It
We
plagues
can't.
me. It
We
plagues
can't
me.
be
It's okay.
perfect. Even occasionally, LeBron James misses a shot or two. You know, we can't be perfect all the time. Do you guys like orbs? You guys use orbs?
Ooh, does
I
it
do
have a
orb
s-
stuff.
I use mostly
I've dabbled.
snake iconography, so it's got a nice snake in it. That's mine.
I don't really care.
I deal with orbs. You know
You
what I
deal
mean?
with orbs,
You can't
but
not
you
deal
deal
with
with
orbs in
orbs.
the psychic medium
yeah.
Of course, you're gonna
Absolutely.
get.
Orbs are all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
What do you
But
guys-
it depends on the model and everything.
of course, the models for sure.
Yeah.
What do you guys think dreams are?
Oh, truth.
Yeah, me too.
Truth, things that will happen in the future. Maybe not to you, but they are happening to somebody. Yeah.
yeah, I also think that dreams are a separate streaming service that we have just not unlocked yet.
Yeah.
I think it's like a whole catalog of content.
There's an opportunity for profit. Absolutely.
This is something that a lot of people don't know. Psychics and mediums are basically in the new gold rush to monetize dreams. And we are trying to make it happen. I've been in a lot of meetings. We've seen a lot of,
Totally.
a lot of.
Have you
generals.
guys met with Google?
Yeah,
with
yeah. I mean,
Google.
it's just free content that people don't have the login for,
Yeah.
right? And no one's making money off of it, but you can. Like someone should. So I understand the hustle.
I took a general with the collective unconscious, and I think it went well, but I haven't heard back.
What was that
How's
like?
it been?
So I couldn't tell you what it was like, but it felt interesting.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with dreams. All I think about is nightmares.
So where did the snake thing come from? Did you
like,
you meet
is it
one
a
in
choice?
real life? I'm just so curious.
Like, what
Did
is
you
it?
meet
You know?
a snake? Did it hurt you?
So for the snake thing, it kind of came out of pain. It came out of anguish. I'm sure a lot of you guys have an understanding of how psychic powers come about. For me, the snake arrived. It didn't come from anywhere. All of a sudden, one day, I realized maybe the snakes have a little more thought than we think.
So I do want to let you know, I've seen your blood work. You do have hypertension.
Jesus.
And you're pushing really hard.
And I'm
Okay.
telling you, you have at least 8 kidney stones sitting
What
there
are you
on top.
talking about? No.
You're
No.
gonna pitch a movie. It's gonna be called Tennis Elbow, and it's gonna have second act problems out the wazoo.
Oh, you guys
it's gonna
think you can
fall
read
apart
me?
at the midpoint. You're not gonna be able to land the plane.
Also,
God.
beware of a cop named Miranda.
Cop named Miranda. That's my girlfriend. She's a cop, and her name is Miranda.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Oh, you guys think you can read me? Well, why don't I read you?
Read
You.
me, yeah.
You pull a card. Pull a card. Come on, pull any card.
Okay.
No, not that one. No, come on, pull a card.
Don't pull the card he has
pull
his
the
finger
card.
on.
Come on, pull that one.
Pull another one.
Oh, God.
Juke him.
It feels, yeah, thank you. Wow.
Okay, you pulled. Pull it. What was it?
Here.
Oh, it's the 7 of snake wands.
A snake, like a wand made of snakes, or a
wand
snake
that turns
using a
into
wand?
snakes. You pull a card. We're not done yet,
What did that
Buster.
mean?
We're not done yet, Buster. All will be revealed out at the end. You pulled the Jack of Joker snakes. Wow!
Is it a snake that's a joker, or a joker as a snake?
That was made out of notebook paper.
Ay, 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 ay. Wow.
You're frothing at the mouth.
Ay, 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 you pull a card.
Okay,
We'll see where this goes.
I don't like
Oh,
some
my.
of them. Some of them look kind of yucky, a
Oh,
little
yeah,
stained.
don't-
I'm gonna pick the least
Ew.
dirty
Oh,
one.
I think it's a bar napkin.
Okay.
The dirty one's
Get the
freaking you
IKEA
out. What
coupon.
is it? Read it for me.
It says 50% off jelly
Nope, that's
lube.
supposed to be my pocket still. Pick another card.
Jelly lube.
Shush, shush, shush.
Bro, you have coupons for lube.
Shush, shush, ay, ay, ay. Shush, shush. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay,
Pick
I'll
another
push
card.
another one. I'll push another one. I'll push another one.
coupon for
I'll
lube.
push another one.
Shush.
I feel like you're can't afford
This one says State Farm, Miranda Jackson 818-374.
No, that's a number. Can you pick a real one?
Okay.
Why are they in there? If they're not
Okay.
pickable?
You pick it. Come on.
Okay, how about this one?
Oh, look. It's the dead man snake. This can only mean one thing.
What?
The 7 of snake wands. You start illustrious, rich, filled with life.
I feel like you're getting deeper and deeper in your voice.
I have a feeling he's about to die, by the way.
The
Yeah.
Jack of Joker snakes means something will flip upside down, something you'll never expect coming.
Oh no, I feel that feeling
like
too
a
now.
chair or like
I feel like the
I'm feeling his
Something
heart beating
I feel like
the
really
kidney stones.
fast.
I feel like the kidney
Something's
stones I was
gonna
seeing
happen to you
were actually
fucking
tumors.
fuckers real quick. And finally, this last card means
Oh, no, his
Breathe.
grandma just stepped forward.
absolution.
She's extending out her hand.
Absolution and
Montgomery, breathe.
repentance. The kidney stones, they're hurting.
Did you just piss kidney stones out in your fucking pants?
Bro, there's piss all over the couch.
Did you guys learn anything? Did
Wait,
you
hold
guys
on,
get
hold
your
on.
future?
Let me look at
Did
the
you
piss.
guys get your future from me? Did I tell you your future? Did it work? Did I tell you your future? Please tell me I told you your
Yes,
future.
Montgomery, look at me, look at me, look at me.
What? Yeah,
Yes.
what? Huh?
You told me my future.
Montgomery,
I saw it all.
And I was
You
good,
saw
and
it
was
all.
freaky, right?
Montgomery,
It was freaky,
Montgomery.
right?
Let me look at your piss. Let me look at it.
What?
Let me see it.
Okay, so a little dehydrated. I apologize.
Just let this other second.
Just let her look. Just let her look at
Just
your
let her
piss for a
look.
second.
It's okay.
Just let her
You did
look.
really good.
It's okay. This happens.
Freaked out.
No, you did an
Sorry
awesome job.
Don't be scared.
Don't cry. Don't
You
cry.
were
Don't
so
cry. Don't cry.
scared.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Yeah.
Just move your leg to the side. Move your leg to the side so she can look at your piss.
I know it's pretty scary. I know it's pretty
Move
scary.
your leg to the
Get on
side.
your head, man.
Move your leg to the side.
Sorry, I'm scary. You guys
Move your
are
leg to the
good.
side.
Stop. Let me look at your piss.
It's okay, man.
What does this
all
thing
right.
say?
For the audio
I'm freaking
listener,
out.
he has tears on his
Freaking
nose.
out.
You did all right.
Okay, ready? Let me look at your piss. Let me look at your piss.
Yeah.
Let me look at your piss. Let me look at your
All
piss.
right,
I have to hear your piss. Give me a second. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
While you hold his hand, let's maybe triple read him right
Okay,
now.
great.
Because I'm looking at the piss.
Okay, of
You have
course.
his grandmother and you have his hand.
I have your
yeah.
grandmother. I have your
What
grandmother
are
right
you
here.
guys getting something fucked up?
Your
Something
grandmother
scary?
is stepping forward into the space. She is handing me a marble. Does that have significance to you?
I don't think so.
Okay, the
Okay,
piss.
she just handed me 2 marbles.
Oh,
Does that have
means
significance to
something.
you?
Yes.
Okay, the piss
God.
looks is taking the form of Olaf from Frozen.
Oh
Does that
my-
mean anything?
No, I don't get it. Not really. I don't think.
Okay, your grandma actually just dunked a basketball really hard. It was really epic. Does that mean anything
yeah,
to you?
that does mean a lot.
So I'm feeling your heartbeat through your finger, and I'm feeling a beat of a song that might be playing at an event. Because every time we touch, I get
No,
this
not that
feeling,
song.
and
Not
every
that
time
song.
I touch, I swear I could fly.
No, please.
And we hear this heartbeat back. I want this to last
The piss
forever.
is now a disco ball.
It's all coming together.
You're gonna be a really great groom dad to your kids' elementary school.
That's what you got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
because you're gonna give this up today.
Did you guys all get that?
I think we all got in different ways that you should quit.
I got in different ways. Yes.
should quit.
Because I'm so scary and fucked up.
Yes, that's
Yes, because we're very scared.
You just
why.
your
We're
piss
very
your
scared.
piss is telling me you're not worth it.
Hey,
as
you
a
did it.
psychic.
You could actually head out if you want.
Awesome.
You did great.
Ha
You did great.
Maybe
This
one
is
final
awesome.
question for the room. Are we all dead?
Yeah.
Well, you were all dead. Oh, I can touch you.
This has been Artist on Artist on Artist answering the question. Now that's why they call it show business. Good night. Boo.
Boo.
Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist is an improvised Hollywood Roundtable podcast created and performed and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Colhane, Angela Giratana, and Patrick McDonald. Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOAOAOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood.